Okay, guys, we are going to be talking about with our amazing James. He is speaking about products on the website. Every time I hear James talk, he actually has different language to a lot of other people. And we had the honor of having Paula Wicks come in and give us some education, and she was brilliant in every way. And obviously, we had Brett West yesterday. And if you haven't seen, I've cleaned up the audio and placed it back into our new GG Vitality Hub for you guys. Oh my gosh, Shondell, God love you. You've got a banner going at the back. You're one of the PartnerCo people now.
Isn't it cute?
It is so cute. So cute. I love it. I feel like it's like you've been in this business 10 years already. Gosh, bravo. So James is I've just made James co-host, and he is going to share the screen. James, you can just go straight to America, go to Australia. We don't mind. We don't know anything about Advantage or lots of other products. So whatever your language is, brother, we are eager to learn. Away with
I'll
you,
go
James.
Australia, and if you have other things you want to ask about, let me
Advantage.
know. Happy to go. You do? Okay, cool. We'll talk about
Just
Advantage.
Advantage. I think Advantage we don't know much
Yeah,
about because it's American. Yeah.
makes sense. Okay, sounds good. Cool. Okay. Hey, so let's dive into a couple of things. My goal with this is I'm like you, I'm a marketer. So I'm thinking, what is this helpful for? And what are some of the unique selling points? So I think one of the biggest things is always know, like, what are the 2, 3 points that can make one thing different from any other? So whenever I look at products, that's what I'm looking at. So I'm thinking, what are the problems that this could be a solution for potentially without making claims? But also, what about that product specifically makes it better and superior than other things that are out there? So that's kind of my product framework. And a lot of the language you can grab when you just go through the product itself. So let's just go through Tahitian noni juice. You guys got a lot of education on this one. I'm logged in, so the pricing you see this is the Australian cart. So this is all in AUD right now. But Tahitian noni juice, this is the first ever superfood liquid nutritional. So you maybe have heard of like acai berry juices or mangosteen or these types of things, but noni and specifically Tahitian noni juice is the world's first and longest standing superfood liquid nutritional. It's been around for almost 30 years. This is the one most medically, clinically studied product that we have by far. In fact, one handy website for the sciencey, nerdy people out there, if you have prospects that are like that as well too, is save down this website, but go to noniresearch.org. So noniresearch.org, I'll drop that here. This is a compilation of every single clinical study that's ever been done on noni, specifically Tahitian noni by specifically. And you can grab, if you can search in this, you can search, I don't know. I wonder, well, if we search about cancer, is there anything? Yeah, breast cancer, these types of things. So you can literally search in this website for very scientific things. If you're ever bored one night and just want to read about scientific articles, go for it. But that's super powerful. But why is Tahitian noni juice different from all of the rest of nonis in the world? Because there's a lot of nonis. You can find noni in many different places. It's because Tahiti specifically, where this noni is grown, and we as PartnerCo own every single part of the process from the field itself. So if you have the opportunity to go to Tahiti, it's something that PartnerCo we like to do. So you can go there. I've been there. You'll go to the fields, and we own the fields, for example. They harvest it by hand. You can see the whole process. We own the processing plant. So you will see how they bring the noni into the actual plant and how they do it. Like every single step of the process, PartnerCo owns, and that means that we can always make sure that we do things with high quality. It's always controlled, and that's why the same formulation of Tahitian noni juice has been here for almost 30 years. They have not changed this. It's sold over 200 million bottles in the world, and I believe to this date, $7 billion plus worth of noni around the world. All right. So very powerful. Now, why is it different? Is that Tahitian noni, Tahiti specifically, the land and the area that it's grown, has the highest concentration of what's called an iridoid. Now, there's over 375 phytonutrients in noni. Phytonutrients, just a plant-based nutrient. One of the many phytonutrients in it is called iridoids. Iridoid, specifically in the Tahitian noni, is the highest concentration by far compared to all the other nonis around the world. And iridoids have a lot of amazing benefits. Iridoid is spelled IRIDOIDS. So IRIDOIDS. Now, what does it do? You're like, all right, this sounds all cool, James, but what is Tahitian noni? The way I describe it is this, and this is not a claim, it's just a little tagline. But a shot of noni a day keeps the doctor away. Like, noni has so many benefits that practically anything dealing with ill health in the body, you will not be, it will not be a bad decision for someone to be on noni. It helps with things like supporting better inflammation. It helps with digestion. It helps with mood. It helps with weight loss. We've seen people lose weight because their inflammation is going down, for example. It helps for immune support, specifically, allergies. Any of these things that deal with the immune system, because most of our illnesses in the world deal with inflammation, especially chronic illnesses. So if you can target inflammation, now we can't make this claim technically, but it is what it does. If you can support with lowering inflammation, pretty much every other thing in the world gets a lot better, you cannot overdose on this. Just take more and more and more, and you'll be good. So typically you take 2 shots of it a day, or if you're taking in the sachet, 1 sachet a day is like that. But you can do what's called therapeutically dosing this, meaning you can take more and more and more. Quick story, when COVID was around, we got COVID once, and I think we were dunking like a 1/4 bottle a day, and it's totally fine. By the way, on the note of COVID, is that COVID deals with spike proteins. It has been clinically researched that noni helps prevent the replication of spike protein. So very cool, very powerful. If you don't remember anything, just think, if anyone has any type of ailment, recommend them noni, and it's going to be okay. High blood pressure, like lots of different things on that. Could you load on 60 meals twice a day for 30 days and then go to 30 meals daily? Absolutely, you can. Absolutely, you can. I know. So in fact, I know doctors that if they deal with cancer patients, they will tell them drink a 1/4 of the bottle a day and then start to titrate that or have less over the course of time. So those are totally fine. All right. Annika, any other points on that?
No, we love the noni. Love it.
Awesome. Perfect. All right.
More at us. Love it.
Let's go. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Next up, we got Vinali. Vinali is great for your hair, skin, nails, beauty. Vinali is a grapeseed extract, vitamin C, and there's other inflammatory lowering, immune system boosting ingredients that are in here as well too, but those are a couple of the big ones. Vinali is, why is it special, is because grapeseed extract compared to vitamin C, most people know vitamin C can be good for the immune system, but probably a lot of you know this because you're very educated, but if you don't, vitamin C by itself doesn't work the best. It should be used in synergy with other ingredients. And also the type of vitamin C matters as well. So for like, if you go to the drugstore and they give you a vitamin C tablet, those vitamin Cs are usually a synthetic, not as absorbable, not as effective form of vitamin C. So we use a very absorbable form of vitamin C. But grapeseed extract is actually 8 to 10 times even more potent than vitamin C. So that's like the star of the show that's in here. We get our grapeseed extract from Italy, actually. We source everything when it comes to raw ingredients from the best of the best. So everything PartnerCo does, they have to make sure that the raw ingredients are high quality, they're clean, they're effective. It's from a farm. I think it's Milan, Italy, but they're known for growing grapes in, you know, the best way possible. And then we manufacture that together, and there you have Vinali. Now, Vinali, what have we found this to be very beneficial for? Once again, similar to Noni in the sense of anything immune system boosting, this is one thing you can take. You can take as much as you want. It's all water soluble, meaning that you'll just urinate extra out. So if you're feeling sick or allergies, take a bunch of these. Usually it's 2 capsules a day. If you want, you can also use this if you're using it for gut health, because it is fantastic for gut, because gut is skin, all right? It's the same organ. You can take it as an empty stomach first thing in the morning, and boom, go right into the gut. So while it helps with the gut, it helps with gut lining, for example, it helps with digestion. It also helps for skin. So the grapeseed extract vitamin C, they help to basically boost your skin's, they prevent your skin from breaking down collagen. Like it helps you to keep it firmer. It actually, they call this the beauty pill in China and Asia. As you know, Asians love like pale skin. So it like makes your skin a lot more bright and vibrant. And specifically, we've also noticed that with cellulite, it's been fantastic for. So there are so many before and after photos, especially because we're using the drops. You're trying to lose weight, right? Cellulite's been fantastic for. So you can take a look at any of our European leaders. The #1 selling product in all of Europe is Vinali, actually, because of that, for the beauty aspect of it. Yeah, great for creepy skin and all of that, you know. You can open up all capsules we have, and it's just a powder, and you can just eat or drink that. Any of our capsules that we have as well too, you know, so you absolutely can do that. Lungs, because it supports the skin and the lining, it's going to help with just recovery of things like lung. Respiratory, very helpful for as well too. All right, yeah, you can definitely double dose on Vinali. All right, anything else on that?
Love it. See, you got different language. Love it. Keep going.
Awesome. Perfect. Is it good for asthma, kids with ADHD? I won't make that claim, but it's definitely beneficial, right? If it deals with respiratory. And here's something that I give to everyone here. This is how I've gained a lot of knowledge on product. What I always think of is when people ask the question is blank good for blank? Who here's had that question yourself or from a prospect or whatever? This is what I do. I go to ChatGPT now, and I'll say, okay, what are the causes of blank? And what are some natural ingredients or remedies that can help with blank? Okay, so let's say it's asthma. What are some natural remedies or ingredients that can help with asthma? And what I'll then do is they'll pull up a bunch of ingredients, and then I'll cross-reference that with anything that PartnerCo has. Which, by the way, you can also ask PartnerCo. Hey, what in PartnerCo, what products has this ingredient? So you can always do it like that. So that's,
you can ask PartnerCo. Is there a search button on the website that says what's good for X or what ingredients has X?
PartnerCo specifically.
Yeah, sorry, because you just said you can ask on PartnerCo. Or you mean?
Oh, sorry. So you can ask on ChatGPT
Okay.
about PartnerCo. Right, yeah, not currently a functionality of the site, but it is a #1 ask of the site too, because that'd be super helpful. But yeah, but ChatGPT does have pretty much all the data from PartnerCo, so you can consider something like that. All right, definitely double dose on that. Shundell, pneumonia. Oh my gosh, not fun. I'm so sorry. Praying for healing. Okay, let's keep on going. Is this the best product for joints? That'll be helpful. Anything to lower inflammation. There will be others as well too. All right. Elite. Many of you know Elite. It's also known as the pink drink. It's coined pink drink by the Aussies, actually. But as it says on the product, it supports your body, brain, and beauty. Elite is a combination of various adaptogenic herbs and some other ingredients that are in there. Things like ashwagandha. Many of you are familiar with ashwagandha, which is really good for cortisol, stress specifically. It also has things like holy basil. and many other different adaptogens that are in here. What is an adaptogen? Adaptogen is you take it and it'll adapt with what your body needs. So for things like the benefits we've seen, brain fog has been a big thing. People take this, they feel like they can think again. Anxiety, we've noticed, and specifically women with anxiety, we've noticed they love this and they feel clear again. Their mood uplifts. Some people notice a better energy boost as well too. And also it's great for the skin as well because of these other ingredients that are in the Elite. It's a simple little sachet. You mix it with water, you drink it. I haven't seen many contraindications or issues with Elite. We drink this all the time, you know. Other leaders called it cranky juice. That's funny. That's funny. Yes. When in use, break glass or open sachet for this. Yes. So also for hormonal balance, these types of adaptogens are also big on that. So in the hormone balancing talk, this is a major one to have as well too. I know. So if anyone just wants to feel better, balance their hormones, look better, feel better, then try Elite, essentially. Annika, anything else on that?
No, we can go through the other herbs. I think that
Perfect.
no, we're good with that one. Thank you.
Awesome. You got it. Okay.
Acne,
Perfect.
Mandy, acne is great with this because the ashwagandha shrinks down the sebum that creates the oil in your skin. So if you've got producing sebum, like you've got oil in your skin that creates the sebum that creates the pimple, it shrinks it. So I cleaned up my son's back acne with ashwagandha. So yes.
That's what I want it for my son. Perfect.
That's I learned something new today. Thank you. I love it. Yes. Can you have multiple a day? You can have multiple a day. That's fine. On that same note, would it be good for cold sores, Annika? Ashwagandha? Or is that a separate thing?
I don't know about ashwagandha for cold sores. Sorry, sweetheart. You have to ask Trevor.
Cold sores is like something to do with your immune system.
So maybe
Yeah.
vanilla.
It's L-lysine. It's good for cold sores.
Perfect. Okay. L-lysine is good for cold sores. So yes, good for cold sores too. Yeah. And anything that boosts the immune system like vanilla noni, those would be fantastic too. Awesome. Okay. Elite, sachet, day night drops. You already know. I'm assuming we don't, unless you want me to cover that too, Annika.
Any more language would be great, James. We love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just first know that with a global business and global mindset, the Slenderize drops come in a couple of forms. In Australia, New Zealand, in Europe, in Canada, practically, honestly, most markets except for US, because us Americans always think that we're special, right? So anyways, but most markets use the day and night drop formulation, which is a food-based supplement. In United States and I think in China, some of the Asian countries, they have a homeopathic blend called Slenderex and Accelerate. And then now there's also the collab day and night drop snap packs as well, which currently is available in Japan, I think Singapore, and basically just Australia and New Zealand. So no one else has it at the time of this video. The only difference of the packet, the snap packs versus the other Slenderize formulation is there's actually noni in the snap drops as well too. And there's no preservatives in there. So it's pretty cool that works, but they all do the same thing in just a slightly different methodology, which doesn't matter as much. But let's talk about the day and night drops that are in here. So when I talk about day and night drops, they help you balance hormones, specifically insulin, ghrelin, cortisol, leptin. This is in all of your guys' reels. You guys are really good on that, by the way. And when the ingredients help support that balance, everything else gets balanced. There's 50 hormones in the body, 50 plus, but those 4 are very much so significant with impacting the others. So that's why you'll hear people like saying, I was on the estrogen patch, or I'm in hormone replacement therapy, which is estrogen, right? That's a sex hormone, which is not what this is dealing with. But you'll see so many client testimonials of people saying, I'm off the patch, or I don't need my replacement therapy, or all these things, because when you balance these other four that we mentioned, it does affect and it helps with so many other aspects as well too. Alongside, of course, eating the food plan is very helpful for estrogen balance because a lot of our foods have estrogen in them. And we're just balancing the body as a whole. Other X factors of the drops is they boost mood, they support digestion, they reduce cravings, and they do clinically proven double weight loss if you're aiming to use it for weight loss. So if you're going to lose 5 kilos and then you use the drops, then you lose up to 10 kilos. So it just makes it so much simpler. Sharon said psoriasis has gone away with drops and Restorex. Wow, that's amazing. Yes. So we'll definitely talk about the Restorex as well too. Great for getting pregnant. Personal testimonial is it happened to be, so my wife, Becky, did not use the drops for 5 years because we were trying to get pregnant and you're supposed to gain weight, right? And then we gave up before we went to Australia, ironically. And we're like, screw this, whatever. So she's like, I want to feel good and look good. So she used the drops and off to Australia. And little did we know that she conceived right before Australia. And the only difference at that time was she used the drops. So, and I have seen that happen multiple times on that. Annika, you have something on that?
No, I just so I've been on the drops, and I woke up on my birthday and realized I was a week late. So I was like, oh my God, 41 and I might be pregnant. And which would be a blessing, don't get me wrong. But I was going, oh gosh, and I spoke to Kirsten about it. And she said, have you not seen all the testimonials about getting pregnant with these drops? And I went, what do you mean? Okay. But anyway, it turns out I'm just highly stressed or, not pregnant, peed on 3 sticks. I'm all good. It was a funny moment on the following day of my birthday. I was sitting there with my brother and went, and my period for 7 days. Oh my gosh. Anyway, now I know that you can highly get pregnant on these drops of balancing your hormones. Currently, you got a question.
It is so related to gut health. So like I have PCOS and I was told I could never fall pregnant, and I have kids and I fell pregnant instantly with both on Modere the second time, and the first time I was going to a gut health doctor. I had a 40-year-old come to me to fix her perimenopausal symptoms, and she is now 6 months pregnant and ready to kill me. So she's like, I can't believe what you did to me. So it's so related to like gut health and hormones. It's just everything. It should come with a warning.
Yeah.
That's huge.
I guess it's like balancing your hormones. Sorry, James. We went off track.
Very important. Absolutely important. Right. So yeah, perimenopause, menopause, all those symptoms for sure. Very, very beneficial for all of the above. Awesome. Okay, so we have the drops. We talk about that all the time, of course. Power Boost. Power Boost is my guilt-free chocolate dessert. It tastes like melted dark chocolate ice cream, but it doesn't have a lot of calories or sugar or stuff that's in that. But it's not just a flavor boost. Even just with water, it tastes amazing. But I like to drink it with almond milk or your favorite type of milk. I actually mix this. It's intended to be a boost. It's intended to be added to our Pure Nourish shake, which we'll go into in a bit. But Power Boost also has additional ingredients in there, like medium chain triglycerides, so MCTs, L-glutamine, an amino acid. So these are really good for energy. These are really good for muscle retention. So so it's good like post-workout, or it's good just as a whole for anybody that's just living, because the more muscle that you have, the more calories you burn, the stronger you are, the healthier that you are. We all need to have healthy muscle like that, So, oh man, you can't stomach chocolate, really? Oh man. Okay, yeah. Well, mix it up together. So
Not too
for
bad.
sure, but
Like it's got the strong chocolate, but it's also got a different flavor in it that makes me be able to stomach it.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a light cocoa. It's not like an intense chocolate, which is good. Yes. Kids do love it. Absolutely. You give it to your husband with cancer with skim milk Greek yogurt. That's amazing. You might even consider, if you're a coconut oil fan, if you mix this up, a good simple dessert, if you melt some coconut oil and then you drop like a little sprinkle of Power Boost in it, and then you like refrigerate or freeze it so it solidifies. You add in a little bit of salt on top. I'm literally salivating as I'm talking about this right now. It's like a decadent dessert that is guilt-free, and it's incredible. I know. So, okay, that's Power Boost. Annika, anything on that?
No, just that I want that recipe.
Yeah, yeah. Search, if you're in Wellness 360, search for Power Boost, and there's a lot of things.
I think that's
Yes.
really interesting for everybody to understand. That is like our Sculpt, but on steroids. So obviously it's got the MCT. So anybody that has liked Sculpt or their customers, that is your replacement. And knowing that, oh, James is going to go into Pure Nourish now, but those two together, oh my gosh, so delicious.
Do we know when they're coming back in stock?
This should all be in stock now. So they had a huge shipment last Friday, and they said that if your stuff is not here by this Friday, send all your things in, and it like they have their whole warehouse should be stocked now.
Yeah, because I had the Power Boost and the Pure Nourish, and I just got my delivery today, and I don't have either in there.
The Power Boost got delivered last week for me, and the Pure Nourish is supposed to get delivered by the end of the month.
Yeah, all mine came yesterday.
Okay.
Coming
That must be
soon.
on its way.
How
Yes.
wonderful that we're in this position where we just sold out everywhere. Like, we're so lucky. It's
Way to
fabulous.
go. Way to go. It's a good problem to have. Yes. Distance makes the heart grow fonder. So now there's a lot of extra excitement. So when people use the product, you or your customers, they will be extra expectant when they use it. So that's gonna be great. Yes. Jumping over to Pure Nourish, because we're on that topic. Pure Nourish, I call, is the most politically correct and friendly shake ever, meaning that it's a vegan friendly protein shake. It's the base. It is GMO free. It is soy free. It is gluten free. It is pretty much allergen free. The only person, I think I've only met one person in the world that was allergic to cranberries, because the peas come from cranberries and peas. But pretty much everyone can take this. It's got vitamins and minerals. It's also got prebiotics, probiotics, and digestive enzymes that are in here. It's got 13 grams of protein per 2 scoops that are in there. And it's very low calorie. It's like a neutral, slightly vanilla-ish flavor. It's meant to be a base. But you just add 2 scoops of this, add in the Power Boost. I usually add all the shakes in together. If you want, you could add another stuff. Everyone's got their favorite shake thing that they can do. But it's like a good, yeah.
Is it Rejuvenex? Yeah, no, Restorex. Is it? Hang on. Which one's the black powder, the charcoal?
Yeah, Restorex.
Sorry, Restorex. Do you add that into? Because
You can. For best use of Restorex by itself is even better. But I've seen people mix them up too if they want. So yeah, that's okay.
With the Restorex, is it advised not to take anything 2 hours before and 2 hours after, because it absorbs everything in the gut and it'll absorb medications, other supplements, because of the detoxing benefit?
Good question. Let's put a bookmark on that. I'll go to Restorex right after Pure Nourish Giving Greens, and I'll go to Restorex after that.
All right.
And then we'll complete that all together for sure. Yes. So really good, friendly shake, not super high in sugar, carbs, nothing weird that's in that. So yeah, you can add also then, talking about the greens, there was a question on low iron. We don't have an iron supplement, but if there was one that had the most amount of iron, it would be Giving Greens, because iron comes from leafy greens, have iron that are in that. Giving Greens is per 1 scoop, 2 scoops, per 2 scoops of this is the equivalent of around 1 kilo worth of veggies. There's over 20 different types of veggies that are in here. There's sprouted vegetables that are in here, so they're higher nutrition. Like, imagine all the nutrition in the world, all the veggies in the world, the best of the best coming together. But somehow it doesn't taste like dirt. Like, it actually tastes, I think it tastes pretty good. I describe it as matcha tea. But it's absolutely powerful. You have some NTs that have too much iron, so they can't take it. Yeah, definitely. If that's the case, talk to their GP, or they can consider that themselves. You can't heat it. I mean, I wouldn't boil it. Anything with enzymes in it, because it does have enzymes that are in here. You never want to boil an enzyme because that'll denature it, that'll tear it apart, basically. But I've seen it in warm drinks, but I wouldn't boil it specifically. So I like to add this. So what is greens good for? Everything that greens is good for. So definitely good for the gut, definitely good for immune system boosting, definitely good for just, cardiovascular health, digestion, everything that greens to be good at. So you can take the standalone 2 scoops and you mix it with whatever that you want. To make it easy, because I'm lazy, I just add this with my Power Boost, with my Pure Nourish, with whatever else that you want as well too. And it tastes pretty good. Kurt Lee said it tastes like celery juice. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. It depends who you ask. So Kurt Lee loves celery juice. To be honest, if I hear celery juice, I'm not the most appetized, but I'll take it. So I know it's healthy for sure.
Juice bar, and you get like a really green juice,
and
you buy it tastes like that. Like it just reminds me of celery juice.
Okay, good. Then it tastes like celery juice. I love celery juice too. Then we're in the right crowd here. Sweet. Annika, anything else on this? Cool. All right. We're doing good, guys. We're doing good. Restorex. Here we go. Restorex is a detox in a bottle. So instead of going to a detox center, when I say detox, it's a generic term, right? It's specifically a heavy metal detox as well. So why is Restorex important? Because from a couple of notions, of course, for good health, you want to be able to be detoxified of any junk that's in your body and in your system. You also want to have good blood pH. So alkalinity is one thing that's big. This does have ingredients in there that can support a better blood pH as well too. But from a weight loss standpoint and also a mental health standpoint, toxins, heavy metal toxins like aluminum and cadmium and mercury and these types of things, they have no way to naturally detox from the body. So typically these heavy metals, they get stuck into fat cells. So this is what happens. Who here's ever tried to lose weight? You're doing good, and then you stop, you plateau. You're doing all the right things. You're like, why isn't this working? Many times it's because, well, the fat cells, if you lose fat, it frees the toxin and the body doesn't want to be toxic. Well, now, so it'll stop you from losing more fat. So if you can detoxify the heavy metals by using something Restorex. Restorex is a combination of a couple ingredients like chlorella, like chia seeds, like activated charcoal. The main superstar ingredient in Restorex is called zeolite. Zeolite is a volcanic rock that's magnetic. We have a double patented form from Austria, actually, that's in this one specifically. So no one else has that. And that helps you to just cleanse all the heavy metal junk. So as you take that to powder, you can mix with water and drink it. For me, if you dare, you can do it like how I do it. You put a little bit of water in your mouth, you take a scoop, you just dump it in your mouth, swish it around. It actually helps with teeth whitening as well. By the way, my wife uses Restorex to brush our dog's teeth. Great for dogs as well too, totally healthy. I'm sure cats too, but I don't know if cats would hang with that, but dogs are really cool. I know if you're not a dog person, I don't know if we can hang. Just kidding. Our dog is basically a cat. Anyhow, but you can use this for detoxification as you're brushing your teeth, as you swirl it in your mouth and you drink it, however you want to take that down. Also, this team might like to know, best hangover cure on the planet. Like, seriously, I know. Yeah, seriously.
James, why do you think we want to know that, huh?
No, I'm not looking at you, Annika, at all. Not at all.
It's okay. My ears pricked up that one, so fabulous. Did you
So you
guys
take
consider
it.
that with when you were saying that when your customers have plateaued, like that the shrinking of the cell and how the toxins lock in the cell, like that's powerful to know, gang, especially when we have people that do plateau. Like that's a great trick.
Yes, it is. It is the number one thing for a plateau breaker. So yeah, absolutely good upsell on that one. But
And
yeah.
how do we take it when we're hungover?
So when you take it, night of, optimally before you go to bed, take a scoop, drink a lot of water. If needed, the morning after, you can take more as well too. But no joke, like I was out here in the States with fraternities, so college gangs. That's how I like to call them. So we like to party. I was a frat president, so we're on a bachelor party, had a night of drinking, 10 dudes all together, and I took my Restorix with me. I drink it at night. I drink my water. The next morning, I'm up, no problem. Everyone else gets up an hour or two later. They're looking at me strange. They're like, "How are you up already? Like, what happened to you?" I'm like, "I got this Restorix thing." So yeah, I've never been hungover since using Restorix.
Wow.
So it's really cool. It's
Oh,
really cool.
I'll give
Yeah. Yeah, try it out. Absolutely. For sure. You can use it as a face mask. Yeah, it's true. Because it's a heavy metal toxin. You can mix it with a little bit of water. You can put it as a paste on your face and just have it start to absorb stuff. There's many different applications for Restorex. So it's a fun looking face mask, and it definitely does help there as well too. Can you do a chelation treatment with Restorex? I don't know the answer to that, but I'll write that down and we can find an answer to that. Okay. Let's see. Wow. Zeolite labeled as F off to rid dogs of fleas. Wow. Okay. So yeah, I guess you can take this as a paste, put on your dog. That can make sense as well too. How do you sell this product?
You could be
Go
put
for
in
it.
shampoo and detoxify the heavy metals out of your hair.
Yeah.
I wonder if that
Yeah.
could.
It would. Why would it?
Ladies, how we get buildup, like we have to change our shampoo and conditioner. Like I know I personally have to, I get buildup, like the shampoo and conditioner stops working. So I have to constantly change from which shampoo and conditioner that I want because it's a buildup. I wonder if,
Oh.
I'm gonna see that reel and you can do it first in case your hair falls out.
well,
Yeah.
it's not about falling out, it's my hair turning black. That would be it. But if it doesn't like process on your teeth, why would it do it for your hair? And
Yeah.
I'll be the guinea pig.
I was just wondering whether it would strip the color. It wouldn't take the color out of your hair, would it?
No.
Okay, cool. Cool.
I'm wondering
Absolutely.
if it works with dogs with fleas. Would it be a natural way to get rid of nits with kids?
I don't know about that one, but it doesn't hurt to try.
Yeah. Don't know.
Give it a shot. It will not
Kills
hurt.
their skeletal system, so it would do the same, I would imagine.
That's what it
Perfect.
made, yeah.
They just die because it kills their outside.
Okay. There
And
we
I've
go.
had two girls through primary school and long hair down to their halfway down their back. And when you have to go through a nit comb with solution and chemical, no fun.
My mum used
Yeah.
to put my hair in kerosene.
Oh,
Like if I got itched, like she'd literally just douse my hair in kerosene.
Dang.
we tried all the
Good,
remedies, even orange juice, but now the girls are older, so thank God we're through that stage.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
I've got a 5-year-old who's just
Have fun, darling.
yeah, I had nits about 3 years ago. Thanks.
Petru's the
Ooh.
best.
So,
Petru.
guys, let's keep going. I know
Yeah, for sure. On the topic of Restorex, to answer the question that we had, is best taken by itself. Usually, let's say 1 hour away from anything, food included, for best absorption. Now, can you mix it with your shake and still works? Absolutely. But if you want best use, I like to take it. Doesn't matter when during the day. I like to take it before bed, so it kind of detoxifies you overnight.
Yeah.
It's also good if you want to use like a post-workout thing. It's also helpful for helping with actually like that post, fatigue that you have and that pain that you have, the soreness and stuff. So it's helpful for that. It is true though, if you take medication specifically, you do want to advise people to take Restorex because of heavy metal detox, and medications have heavy metals in them. Don't take your medications within a 2-hour window of taking Restorex. So if you take meds, just take it 2 hours later or something like that. So, okay, cool. Let's see. You will not have diarrhea from this. Yeah, it does not come out in that way. And all right, cool. So that's Restorex. Whew. You guys are intense. You guys can do this. I'm impressed. A lot of information all at the same time, so no worries, it's recorded. All right, Omega Q. I just realized Australia still has quite a few products. Like there's a lot of products in your market. So bravo. Omega Q is your fish oil, but it's not just your fish oil, it's omega-3 fatty acids and also coenzyme Q10. 2-in-1, so really good for heart health, good for hair, skin, nails as well too. Anything that is in that, fish oil. It's probably one of the most widely known powerful forms of supplements that are out there. What makes us different though, is this fish oil, where they source the fish from. Most companies take fish oil from big types of fish because you can get a lot of oil from a fish, like a big tuna. The bigger the fish, the more toxicity in the fish because there's something called bioaccumulation. Because big fish eat smaller fish, they eat smaller fish, they eat smaller fish. And every time that happens, the more mercury, the more buildup, the more stuff that's in there. So ultimately, you want to get your fish oil from small fish. And it depends where and how they're actually taken from as well too. Our omega-3 fatty acids or fish oils are taken from deep sea anchovies and sardines. It is from a farm in South America. And even the way, so it's, they only make this one fish, super clean. And even the way that they extract the fish oil, most other companies, what they'll do is they'll use a petroleum-based extraction method, which can sometimes lead into contamination of the fish oil. But ours, we use an enzyme-based way to take out the fish oil. So it's clean, basically. The last thing you want to do is take a fish oil that can harm you. This one will never harm you. It'll be super, super helpful for you. So yeah, what is that good for? Heart health. What is that good for? Brain function. What is that good for? Like CoQ10 specifically, that is very good for heart health, energy in your heart as well too. So those two together, powerful combination for anything for fish oil that is needed. Think people with high cholesterol, they always look for a good fish oil, for example. High blood pressure. These are those things that'll be helpful there as well too. All right. So yeah. All right. Let's see. We'll be getting the thermogenic product. Yes, I will talk about that thermogenic there. Annika, anything on this?
No, I just love learning about that. That's so interesting. I love the fact that, James, you're going into where it's extracted because you're giving us that credibility to then go learn and say it, because a lot of the times we've been educated and it's like, this is what it's good for. But where is it from and what ingredients does that make it good for? So I really appreciate your education here. I've got 5 pages of notes and I'm writing as fast as I can. So it's great.
You write very quickly. Yes, absolutely. Good. Yeah, deep sea anchovies and sardines are the 2 fish. Is it good for kidneys? I don't know that off the top of my head, but I would imagine if these types of oils are good for kidneys, I'm sure it'd be similar, but we can look into that as well too. Okay, probiotics. I know this is also one of, there's a lot of probiotics out there, right? I haven't personally found a better probiotic than this. So probiotics, what makes a probiotic good? We all know probiotics are important for, like, our gut is our second brain. I'm preaching. You guys know the gut very, very well, but the gut gets destroyed because of antibiotics. The gut gets destroyed because of what we eat, our environment, all these things. If our gut's unhealthy, then it leads to a bad immune system. Serotonin, the feel-good hormone, is produced massively in the gut. So a lot of things are dealing with gut health. Probiotics is a very important thing to have in it to replenish the gut with the good bacteria so it can do its job. So what makes this different from any other probiotic is that, first, it's the amount of strains of probiotics that are in there. There's lots of them out there, right? So we have 15 specifically. And these, you can read them on the label, but they're the 15 most important ones, essentially, that you have in that. Not only that, it's also the amount of probiotic that it's in it. I could be wrong. No, I'm right. 20 billion CFU. CFU is colony forming units. So that's a good amount of probiotics. However, what's also just as important is how it is released in your body. Many probiotics will tell you we have this many strains, we have this many CFUs, and it sounds good. But if it's not formulated the way that we do it, ours is a time release capsule. So when you take it, it will actually only release once it's in your gut where it needs to be. If you take probiotics and it's already in your system, let's say it starts from your throat, then all of your digestion system will start to deteriorate and tear down the probiotic by the time it gets to your gut. So it's not just about how much is in it, but it's when and how it's released is a big thing. Also, what's important is the jar that it's in. Many times, the jars that probiotics are in, they get impacted by heat, by sun, by anything, and it actually destroys the probiotics before it actually gets into your body. Here, it's a special trademarked bottling system that is, it protects it so that by the time it's actually in your body, you take it, it's still going to be very highly effective as well too. So who should take probiotics? Anyone that's looking for a gut healing regimen. Is it safe to double down with antibiotics? Tracy responded, thank you, Tracy. You would take 2 hours away, or the ABs would ruin a lot of the goodness in the probiotics. Yeah. I don't think I would double down on probiotics. It's formed in a specific way. I haven't heard of benefits of taking more probiotics than what is recommended, but I could be wrong on that one. But that's what I've heard so far. Annika?
The only thing I remember that Barbara had said is that it reaches the colon as well. So the time release capsule, and we don't talk about our colon enough. You know, it's a bit of a taboo conversation, but even she said that it gets all the way like a paintbrush all through your system and even gets to the colon section, which if you look up, you know, bowel disease and bowel issues, it's imperative to have a product that gets to there. Hence all our tree biotic, like the beadlet formula, we always talked about it reaching the colon. That was the difference of why the tree biotic stood out in Modere. So using this and knowing that for yourselves and your customers that need something along those lines, amazing.
That's good. Yeah. Poo is coo. So it's important. You will see changes. Yes. Okay. Best way to optimize. I think it's 2 capsules a day, or one capsule once a day. Best on an empty stomach in the morning as well too. You can take it whenever as well. Is it safe to double down? And it sounds like if you could double down on probiotics before, I'm assuming you could do the same thing too, but I can ask that as well too. Probiotics, double down. Okay, I'll ask on that. All right. You still with me? Give me a wave or put a 5 in the comments if you guys are still alive. Like, there's a lot. I'm very impressed. So, okay, we're almost done. Oh, man. Yeah, we're almost done. Okay. We're going through this. And feel free to cut me off whenever, Annika, as well. All right. Magnical D. It is also lovingly known as Magical D because many times we misspell it, but it is also quite magical. Magnical D is everything that PartnerCo does is very multifunctional, synergistic. So this is not only magnesium. This is not only calcium. This is not only vitamin D. By the way, it's not only vitamin K. It's not only mushrooms. It's everything combined together into one simple capsule. So what's important about this from a couple standpoints, calcium, for example, we all know calcium's important, bone health and joint health and all these different things. But calcium, you have to make sure that the source of where it comes from is the right one. A lot of companies use a cheap form, and calcium carbonate, for example, that's sourced from I think rocks or shells or something that's not the best for you and most absorbable. We got ours from calcium citrate and malate. These are very absorbable natural forms to the body. So when you take it, it's actually going to be good for you. But calcium by itself, many of you probably already know this, by itself is not, you need also a vitamin to direct where to deposit calcium in your body. Because if calcium's deposited in the wrong areas in your body, it could lead into calcification in arteries or overcalcification of things, right? More is not always better. So we also have a vitamin K2 that's in here. K2 is like a taxi. It tells your calcium where it needs to be deposited in your body so it can do the work that it needs to do. It also has vitamin D3. So immune system, very important. All hormones, they use vitamin D. So it's super important to have this as well. And magnesium. So what are a couple of the things that happen here? If you struggle with constipation, then take Magnical D. We'll take like 2 before we go to sleep. And it just starts to like, you'll feel very good. It helps a lot. Magnesium is also very important for muscle. For example, if you struggle with cramps, magnesium, very, very important for that. Calcium, you know, vitamin D, also good. Liz, great to have you here. Absolutely. Vitamin D, I mean, great for all immune system boosting that there is, and great for bones, muscles, and joints. Okay. All right. I think that's that one. Annika?
James, can I take this? I'm just gonna eat some now, but is that you just got me tempted? It says to take with food, preferably with food. Is that okay if I don't take it with food? Do I need?
That's okay. Yeah, we only say that because some people are super sensitive in their gut and their digestion. So if they take it by itself, it might cause like some type of discomfort. But I don't see an issue for most people on that.
That BioPro-Q, is that omega? Is that omega?
BioPro-Q is a separate one, actually.
That's CQ10 as well. What's the differences between the two of them?
Good question. This is like a supercharged version of CoQ10. Okay. So BioPro-Q, if you talk to many of our doctors, they'll say this is their most favorite product. CoQ10 is the energy source in your cell. So in the cell, if you think down to the, molecular level, there is something called mitochondria. Mitochondria are your energy production units in your cell. It's like the engine. And in that is CoQ10. CoQ10 is a coenzyme. It is needed in that mechanism in the mitochondria to produce energy. So if you don't have adequate amounts of CoQ10, your cell can't be powered. And then if your cell is not powered, your body is not happy. So what's in BioPro-Q is there's 2 forms of CoQ10. One is ubiquinol, one is ubiquinone. All right. So BioPro-Q has ubiquinol, which is 8 to 10 times more potent and powerful than the other form of it. So when you take this, it'll help you to power your cells from the inside out. So who is this good for? Everyone, of course. Good for heart health, of course, as well too. But especially specifically, if people are going through a lot with their health, we'll tell people that are going through cancer, for example, take BioPro-Q so that your cells can get recharged. By the way, I don't know if this is similar in Australia as it is in United States, but one of the biggest prescribed medications that's out here is a statin. So anything for cholesterol. Are there a lot of statins that are like cholesterol lowering medications in Australia? Is that a thing? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Okay.
It's the most widely prescribed drug, pretty much.
So you're just like us. The moment you take a statin, it kills your CoQ10 in your cells. So BioPro-Q is super helpful for anybody that's on a statin. Anyone that is on a cholesterol lowering drug, very helpful for them to have as well too.
They're tiny. They're so tiny too.
They're cute. Yeah.
Tiny ones.
Yes, they're easy to use.
So mitochondria was I so loved deep diving into GLP-1 and our Curb product that had come out because it increased the mitochondria in the body. So would this as well go alongside with GLP-1 with helping that hormone too? and
It's a
increasing
good
that.
question. I never knew the tie of GLP-1 and mitochondria specifically. What this will do is it won't necessarily, it sounds like GLP-1 you're saying is producing more mitochondria. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So this wouldn't produce more mitochondria. It would charge up, power up the existing mitochondria that there is so that it can function better.
Yeah.
Like that.
And then even
Yeah.
on Brett's Zoom the other day, he was talking about our snap drops and how they increases the GLP-1, which was really cool. So again, you know, like what we've ever learned in the past, we can just slide it straight in here with certain products. So we can't be afraid to be able to talk about these products because like they literally go hand in hand, but just do more.
That's exactly what it is. Yes. It's a slippery slope here. Once you get into this, you're like, oh my gosh, they're all quite impressive. So, and I can't wait in the hopefully near future, there will be simple search buttons and stuff on the site and we can just search it directly. But for now, you have this. So this would be fantastic. All right.
I've got to
Okay.
put one more, James, and then I've got to go get the kids from school. But if we can do one more, that would be fabulous.
You want Advantage?
Yes, let's talk about
Okay.
Advantage.
Cool. So
Advantage is a
Advantage.
product that's going to be coming to Australia, apparently.
Yes. Yes, that is the top asked one that's going to be there. So Advantage just came out. It is a collab product, so a PartnerCo developed product. And here it is. Okay. Advantage is a thermogenic, so it helps you. There's been clinical studies on this. If I can find the product. So let me find it real quick.
While James is looking for that,
Yeah.
while James is looking for Advantage, I just want to let you guys know, if some of you don't know this, so when you see the word collab, it's something that PartnerCo have created. So obviously they amalgamated 3 businesses into one, hence some have different names like Mirinda and there's just other names obviously on their sites. But if you see collab, that's where John and Darren and the formulation team have created a product in their space of this 2 years.
Yes, absolutely. When is Advantage coming to Australia? No date yet, but it is a priority. So, and once we do know, for sure you will know. Absolutely. So the active ingredient in Advantage is something called grains of paradise. It's from Africa. And this actually has been clinically proven to boost up your calorie burn, your resting calorie burn by 10 times. So what it also does is it activates what's called brown fat in your body. This is the fat that can help you to, yeah, you know, Cheryl, it helps you to burn more. And specifically, this targets the visceral fat, which is the bad fat. It's a toxic fat in your body. It's the stuff that goes around your gut and all the stuff that kills you, basically. So this targets that really abnormal bad fat. And what we've also found is for vanity, for what we all want typically, it does target the hips, the waist, those problem areas. So it helps you. I don't know if this is carried over to Australia, but there's a word in America people say is cinched. Have you ever heard that word? Is that used at all? So
No, but we like it. We'll use it. We'll adopt it.
Yes. So there's so many testimonials. They'll use the drops. They'll lose a good amount of weight if they're using for weight loss. And then they'll use the Advantage and then extra weight, extra inches just start melting off. And no calories, 2 capsules a day. Very, very fun and simple to use right there. So snatched. No, that's the word. I think that's the word. I think I'm saying it wrong. So yeah, snatched it is. So both typically go together, but you can use a standalone as well too. But there you go.
Wow. Guys, can we just give a round of applause to James? My God. James.
Thanks, James.
You're welcome.
Awesome.
Thank you, James.
I
You're
know
welcome.
there's some still left off that list. Would you please do us the honor of whenever you're available to go through the rest of it? Because your way, I don't know how you guys feel, but the way he explains things, I'm like, got it,
Yeah.
know how to use it, know how to sell it. Are we all thinking the same?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, fantastic.
and And I promised James we're going to get so good at learning these products that we won't bother you. We're going to learn how to speak them ourselves so we can educate all the time. But your language is our language. So we really appreciate it, mate.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Let's do it tomorrow.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Bring it on.
Thanks very much, James.
Bye.
You're
Thanks,
welcome.
James.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
James, what time tomorrow do you reckon?
I mean, why don't we do, there's 9 a.m. Australia time work?
Lock me in, Eddie.
Perfect.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Sounds
mate.
good.
We'll be there.
We'll do that. We only have like, yeah, we'll finish it. Cool.
Yeah, I think that there was only a little bit, but the Skincerity, we'd love to know
Yep.
about that. There's a
Perfect.
few of us using it and it's quite hilarious right now because we're getting
Nice.
in our hair, and mind you, Karina Corcoran is on here and I was blown away by her skin.
Where are you?
Yeah, so she's looking amazing.
Okay. I can't wait to see.
Kelly, have you got something to say? I've got to go get Taylor.
Where can I watch the replays of James's Zooms? I really want to see like the 6 figures in 6 months one, but I don't know where to find the replays.
If you go to, let's see, I'll drop them in the chats and stuff, but I have 2 YouTube channels. So Champions Network, this is all business related, team related types of stuff. And then Wellness 360 is all prospect facing as well. 6 figures in 6 months would be on the Champions Network one. That has comp plan stuff there as well too. I think I included the Australia, I clipped it from the one we did with you guys earlier. And then Wellness 360 is just everything product related that we have.
Perfect. Found it. Thank you.
You're the
Got it.
best, James. Isn't he the greatest upline? My God.
You are the
Fantastic.
best, James.
Oh, appreciate you guys.
We adore you.
We
Thanks.
love you.
guys. All right. I'll see you soon. Bye.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.